Hi guys, welcome to today's session. This is going to be the last one with this sketch of a cat that we've been working on, and it's just going to be kind of further refinement essentially. I'm going to start, one thing I want to do to begin with is just push this background a little bit darker again. So I really want the fur to just kind of nicely stand out against the background. So the main reason for this is just kind of making the cat pop a little bit more. So because this is kind of final touches, part of our consideration is sort of what can we do to make the drawing just kind of generally look a bit better, not necessarily in relation to the reference, but just kind of inherently in itself. And kind of darkening this background will definitely kind of punch it out a little bit more, which would be nice. And I'm also evening the background, so any kind of patchiness that might have emerged as I darken it, I can try to get rid of as well. Yeah, so something like that I think is quite nice. As a background, you could always kind of, if you were looking to frame it, you'd maybe want to kind of bring the background up a little bit up here as well. Just get that to kind of feed in a little bit, gives it a bit more of a kind of rectangularish feel to it there. So then, the next thing I'm going to do is just go in and punch those parts that I think need to go a bit darker, a little bit darker. So there's a little bit of tone there where the mouth kind of rolls up towards the nose, but then there's also here there's a little bit of an overlap, so it's sort of the mouth casting a shadow down. So I'm also going to kind of start to define some of these locks of fur a bit more as well. We spoke about that in the previous session if you watched that one. So the detail really in this sort of piece working with fur is partly in the patterns of the fur, but then also just the kind of textures that the fur creates when it overlaps. A little bit of an accident there. So yeah, to get this chin to pop out, I'm going to go a little bit darker just in behind it, so it kind of makes the chin come forward a little bit more. So it's sorts of things we're looking for. And some parts of the fur are kind of soft and fuzzy, particularly sort of those parts that recede. So they don't have such strong specific locks, and then there are obviously these certain places where we've got much more obvious fur. And then as we get up into the face again, we start to kind of pay a little bit more consideration to somewhat sort of the structure, so say the bone structure of the cat, because it does become a bit more apparent where the fur is shorter. So in this sort of cat, because we've got the long kind of rough mane, that hides some of the anatomy of the cat, but there's certainly a slight suggestion of sort of how the bone structure on the cat works underneath everything. We've also got whisker holes as well. So another kind of aspect of the texture. And then yeah, so apart from the actual kind of structure, so say the nose here has a little bit of structure, we've also got the markings, the sort of the patterning on the cat as well. So all this stuff we're kind of juggling all at once. So think about form, texture, and also kind of local patterns as well. And I'm going to get these little tufts off the ear as well. So you can see a kind of definite character now emerging, which is nice. And yeah, so pretty much there, I think, with this one. It's sort of a good level of detail. There's certain sort of points of level of detail you can stop at usually with the drawing, and sort of you can keep pushing it further, or if it kind of feels natural. And it's starting to feel fairly natural to me, I think, at this stage. Quite happy with that, I think, as a look. Probably the only thing maybe is just a few more of these overlapping fur textures. maybe just a few kind of single lines of striations. Yeah, so I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that now. So a little bit of a sharpen of focus there. Yeah, you get the overall idea. You can use the reference that we've got the link for below the video, and or you can use your own reference if you've got your own pet and you want to do a pet portrait, or try to do one as a gift for someone. It's always a really nice gift. But yeah, that's it for today's session. As always, you can subscribe and watch all the other videos, or the videos as they come up, and also look through our archive. Got loads of content. And you can also click the link through if you want to see what sort of paid qualifications OCAD offers as well. Yeah, that's it for this series, for this session in the series, and I'll see you guys soon.